Thomas Markle ruthlessly criticized Harry for listening Meghan's instigation to give up royal duties. Thomas Markle, 77, has criticized Harry for giving up on his royal duties, and his daughter for claiming she grew up in a poor family. Thomas Markle has weighed in on his son-in-law Harry again, branding him a candy ass who would run if they had a fight. The 77-year-old says Harry shouldn't have given up on his official duties. Speaking from his home in Rosario, Mexico, Mr. Markle told, "Harry walked away from his responsibilities and that's ridiculous. He walked away from his grandmother, the royals and the British people. He's a candy ass. I'd take him on at my age any time. He'd run away from me." Earlier this month Harry said he wanted to work with normal people and earn a wage, but was deemed unrealistic after he encouraged people to quit their jobs if they were unhappy. Mr. Markle didn't stop there as he hit out at his daughter again, claiming she fabricates her childhood for political sway, reports. His comments follow Meghan's October campaign where she wrote to US politicians calling for paid parental leave, saying she grew up on the $4.99 salad bar at budget Sizzler family restaurants. But her enraged father squashes these remarks, saying his family never struggled financially for food. He added, "She's never, ever had to worry about anything like that in her life." The former filmmaker said they ate at the best restaurants and only visited Sizzler, a low-cost chain, because it was convenient. They never had to rub pennies together and only pick the salad bar. In light of the comments, Mr. Markle admitted that though he still loves his daughter, he doesn't like the person she has turned into. Last week, the Court of Appeal upheld the ruling on Sunday breached Meghan's privacy by publishing a letter she wrote to her dad in 2018. Mr. Markle said he was upset by the ruling as it blocks him from telling his side of the story. He is now considering making a YouTube video to read the unpublished section of her letter. The publisher today revealed it is considering an appeal to the Supreme Court after it lost a Court of Appeal challenge against a ruling in favour of the Duchess of Sussex over publication of a personal letter to her estranged father, Thomas Markle. Meghan, 40, sued Associated Newspapers Limited, ANL, also the publisher, over 5 articles that reproduced parts of her letter to Thomas Markle, 77, in August 2018. The Duchess won her case earlier this year when a High Court judge ruled in her favour without a full trial. However, ANL brought an appeal and, at a 3-day hearing in November, argued the case should go to a trial on Meghan's claims against the publisher, including breach of privacy and copyright. Lawyers representing the publisher said at the earlier hearing that Mr. Markle wished to counter points made by friends of Meghan who had given an interview to magazine in the US. But, in a ruling today, Sir Geoffrey Vaux, Dame Victoria Sharp and Lord Justice Bean dismissed the publisher's appeal. A spokesman said, "We are considering an appeal to the Supreme Court in the United Kingdom. We are very disappointed by the decision of the Court of Appeal. It is our strong view that judgment should be given only on the basis of evidence tested at trial, and not on a summary basis in a heavily contested case, before even disclosure of documents. No evidence has been tested in cross-examination, as it should be, especially when Mr. Knauf's evidence raises issues as to the Duchess's credibility." After magazine published an attack on Mr. Markle, based on false briefings from the Duchess's friends wrongly describing the letter as a loving letter, it was important to show that the letter was no such thing. Both the letter and People magazine also seriously misrepresented the reasons for Mr. Markle's non-attendance at the royal wedding. The articles corrected these matters, and raised other issues of public interest including the reasons for the breakdown in the relationship between the Duchess and her father.